Once, there lived a man who was very afraid of death. All the time he used to think, I could die at any moment. What should I do? How can I avoid that? Therefore, he prayed and befriended the god of death. Talking one day, he said to the god of death, You don't leave anyone. One day you also take me with you, don't you? The god of death replied, He who is born in this world has to die. This is the eternal law of the universe. Therefore, my hands are tied. But if there is anything other than that you want me to help with, tell me. The man said, So all I want is to write a letter to me a few days before you come to take me, so that I can complete all my work that is still pending. In the meantime, I can explain everything to my children, entrust all the responsibility and business, and use the rest of my time to worship God before leaving this world. The god of death smiled and said, Why not? Sure. I will send you 4 letters, not 1. Don't worry. I will put plenty of time between the 4 letters so that you can act consciously. The man was overjoyed. He had no fear of death as he used to be. He thought, if I finish all my tasks before I leave, the gods will welcome me. Years passed, the hour of death had finally arrived. The god of death came to him and said, Friend, now your time is up. Come with me. I cannot leave you here even for a moment. The man was shocked. He raised his eyebrows and said, How can you call me a friend? Don't you feel ashamed of yourself for betraying me? You promised me that you would write a letter before coming. But now suddenly you came to take me with you without any prior notice. You didn't keep your promise. The god of death laughed and said, Friend, I sent you not 1 but 4 letters. You didn't pay attention even once. The man said, What? But I didn't get one. Do you have any proof that you sent me the letters? The god of death said, Yes, I have all the 4 letters now. So in the first letter, God said, My first letter was when your beautiful black hair turned white. It was to warn you that you should do what you have to do. But you have restored the color of your hair by applying artificial color. To this day, my white letters are written on your head, lost in your dreams of being young again. A few days later, I sent another letter. That was when your eyesight was starting to fade. Instead of meditating on the name of God with your eyes closed for 2 minutes, you began to look at the world again with thick glasses on your eyes. This time also you were not careful, so I was very sorry for your plight. I sent the third letter. This letter was sent when your teeth were broken. You didn't even respond to the letter, but got dentures and forcibly started savoring the physical things of the world. I was sending you warnings, thinking of a way to let you know that there is little time left for you, but you were always ready to try a new artificial way to ignore those warnings. As my last letter, I sent ailments and pains, but you arrogantly ignored everything. On hearing about these letters sent by the god, man wept and repented, and admitted that he had not read these letters full of good warnings in ignorance. The man said, I always kept thinking that from tomorrow I will worship God. I will spend my earnings in good. But that tomorrow never came. When the man saw no way to extend the time of his life, he tried to bribe the god by offering him all the money he had earned till death. The god of death laughed and said, Friend, this is nothing more than dust to me. Wealth, fame and power, all this greed can subdue worldly people, not me. If you wanted to impress me, then you should have accumulated a wealth of truth and good deeds. This is a wealth that I could have been forced to reconsider my decision. But what you have is only money. All your wealth will be left here when you leave. If we see in our lives, we find that every day people die. They do not have the power to decide or change it. And the unfortunate thing is that some die without taking a single step towards their dreams. People forget that we live a mortal life, a life that will end one day. But what if you put a time limit on your life? I put it another way. Suppose if you knew when you were going to die, what would you do? You will start seeing everything differently. Your mindset will start to be, I only have a few days until I am gone. It's time to do what I want with my life. I have to start making every day count. The next time your heart tells you to do something, but your mind holds you back because of fear, say it aloud, I only live once. Do it now. I want to live life to the fullest. You will start taking risks to become more self-conscious. But most of all, you will start looking at life very differently. More specifically, you will begin to see life the way you should have always seen it. So you try and fill every day with as much enjoyment and adventure as you can. You try and live every single minute of the day, because at the back of your mind, you know that it will soon come to an end. Remember, you only live once. When you are gone forever. So live exactly how you want to be remembered. Seeing the signs of ways with time, you must also practice meditation in the name of God. Thank you for watching this video.